keeping your workspace sanitized. Welcome back to another Techstination interview. I'm Fred Fishkin, and joining us is Lisa Schuiteboer Shuler, Ergonomic Category Manager at Kensington. Good to see you, Lisa.
Yeah, you too, Fred.
Well, lots of people, especially those with shared workspaces, are concerned making sure their mice, their keyboards, other devices are kept sanitized in today's environment. And a lot of people now are heading back to the office, but products used for cleaning sometimes can do some harm to tech gear. Give us an overview of the problem here.
Yeah, so as people are thinking about going back to the office, a lot of people will not have the same workstation that they had before. So they might be sharing with multiple people, or just with the pandemic, people are certainly heightened about the different germs or viruses or bacteria that are out there. So we wanted to make sure that we had products available to help ease people back into the office. So that's what sanitization is about today for us.
Well, there are some standards out there. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so they can be a little bit of a mouthful, but the Department of Defense, also known as the DoD, has a large book of standards called Different Military Standards that we like to test to, as it's a well-known standard that's out there for different aspects of durability and reliability in our products. So we recently started testing our products against the military standard, or MIL standard. And I have to look at my paper because it's such a mouthful and I want to get it right. But it's MIL standard 810H method 504.3, contamination by fluids.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, try saying that 5 times fast, right? I can't even say it once usually. But what that means in a nutshell is that the products that are tested are exposed to different fluids and contaminated with them for different lengths of times. There's varying levels of contamination that they test for. And we did the prolonged or the excessive exposure, basically, where products were exposed to different fluids for 24 hours straight.
And then there's also a seal of some sort that consumers and customers can look for?
Yeah, so it's basically wipe down approved. And what that means is, as people are going back to the office or even having a keyboard, mouse, wrist rest, some of our cases as well, that have that wipe down approved badge or content around them, you can use things around the house. Like I've got hand sanitizer here, if you wanted to wipe it down, other household cleaners that you have that you would typically be using when you were trying to battle all of the different viruses and bacteria that are on your desktop as well as your household. And simple things like Clorox wipes or Lysol disinfectants, rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, all of those things are covered by this MIL standard that I've spoke about. And if you're wondering if a product is indeed covered by that, if you are on Kensington.com, there's a filter tool that you can actually use to find all of the products that are covered by that. And there's an entire list of information about what chemicals are covered, as well as what the testing process was to go through that.
And so what you're saying is that the Kensington products are safe as far as using these different sanitizing solutions.
Correct. I think people in the past were already doing it, but we wanted to know for certain that our products would stand up and be reliable and be durable. And so knowing that we have that badge or that seal of approval from that DoD standard really gives companies or individuals peace of mind that I can go wipe down my product every single day and I don't have to worry about it breaking down, as many products out there are plastic and other materials that are out there. So making sure that we can do that on a daily basis, multi-times a day, as people are swapping in and out of workstations, really helps us feel better about going back to the office, or as we're going in and out of our own home office as well.
As you said, some people have been doing this for a while, perhaps, but what they may not know is if they're doing harm to their electronic gear or whatever, if they look at their keyboard and all of a sudden the letters and numbers are gone from them. I don't know what the more common problems are.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, a lot of times the letters will wear off the keyboard or a plastic will start to erode because there's been so much damage of the chemicals to the product. And so by putting them through the rigorous testing of the military standard, we know that our products will stand up to that test that's done on it.
Because if people are going to be sanitizing, odds are they might be doing it every day, right?
We hope so. I mean, our desks are some of the dirtiest places out there. So I think it's certainly becoming a larger trend. I know for myself, if I ever dump my keyboard over or actually take a really close look at my mouse, if I haven't cleaned it, it makes me wish I cleaned it more often. So it's great peace of mind.
Terrific. Now, you have some other kind of quick tips for cleaning for folks as well. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so not all of our Kensington products are covered under this, but we have been asked so frequently how in the world you clean keyboards, mice, basically anything on your desktop. And so things that are not covered by this badge, which we do have 30 products currently, and I think that list is growing daily as we're continuing the testing. But basically on a mouse, you can use a toothpick to try to get in those little grooves or a trackball. On your keyboard, just dumping it upside down, giving it a really good shake, and then using a mild soap on that because you don't want to do damage to it if you don't know for sure what damage would be done to that. So simple things like that. You do want to avoid those harsh chemicals on products that have not been tested just because you don't know what that initial damage is going to be on that product.
Terrific. So the website to go to for more info, I assume, is kensington.com?
You got it, Fred.
Terrific. Lisa Schuiteboer Shuler, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thanks so much, Fred. Have a great day.
Now this. It takes a lot of listening to build a better radio, and that's just what the folks at Sea Crane have done. Bob Crane and his crew, nestled among the rivers and tallest trees in the world in Fortuna, California, have made a habit of listening to their customers. And that's just what they've done in building the CC Skywave SSB, the Swiss Army knife of portable radios. For everyday listening to AM or FM in the yard or patio or on the nightstand without having to drain a mobile phone battery, it's a great companion. But it is also a companion equipped for NOAA weather information and alerts that can be life-saving. You can listen to FEMA and Coast Guard transmissions too. Beyond all of that, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world. It's compact, easy to take with you, and built to last. The CC Skywave SSB. Click on the link at Techstination.com.